Alex, honey, wish me luck.
Good luck.
I'm in for it, guys. Everly,
Got the booster,
Everly,
said Connor.
wish me luck.
This is what makes the rocket go,
Say good luck.
go.
Thank you, baby. Paco, wish me luck.
Thomas. All that's left
Thanks,
is
buddy.
this tiny cube.
All right, here we go.
Something
Bye.
important.
It kind of sounds like I'm going on like a job interview or something, right? Everybody wish me luck. I'll tell you what, I'd much rather go on a job interview than what I got to do right now. Let's stand. No. Let's stand here. Yes. Put on this mic real quick. All right. Here we go. This is the part I hate the most about living off grid. You'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. This is basically 300 pounds of shit. Oh, I should turn the truck around first. But the way this works for me is, luckily, my in-laws are pretty much down the block, and they have a top-down septic tank that I could open up, and I'm able to dump into it. Oh, I forgot the keys. Can't do it without the keys. So they have a septic that's top down that I could dump that into. And I'm gonna take you there and show you the process of it. It's not my favorite process, but...
You don't love it?
No, I don't, babe.
Surprising.
But the thing is this, saves us a lot of money and a lot of time trying to go to, you know, other places potentially to have to dump it. So being able to just go there definitely helps us, because you can only pull these totes at about 25 miles per hour. Granted, you could do 30 or so, but you don't want to risk it, because if you risk it and you tip it, oh buddy, you're asking for a bad day. Clean up on aisle 3, you know? But having the setup like this makes it to where I don't have to tow it down to, you know, a state park or provincial park or anything like that, where I would be able to go dump it. I wish there was like a dump pit closer, but my sister-in-law's place, where we have this trailer on the property here, it doesn't have a top-down tank. And not only does it not have a top-down tank, but the septic here was built a while back and technically isn't even the right size for the house. Luckily, it's grandfathered in, so they don't have to change it, but it just means they have to potentially get it sucked out more often. But what's handy about this little thing right here is all you have to do is lift it up like this and connect it on the back of your hitch. And luckily for me, I pretty much always have that hitch on. But now the difficulty is getting through the grounds that I'm on nice and slowly, because the grounds that we're on, it's all dirt road and not really a paved one. Something that we've kind of created over time. It's like a right of way, but it is not flat. And so you don't want that thing to bop off I always put on my rear backup camera and I could just see it as we crawl. The nice part is it kind of stays right on that middle spot there, allowing it to be on like the least bumpiest part of this whole entire trek. But yeah, that's pretty much how it looks the whole way. And once we get out and it's on the road, it's a little bit safer at that point. But then I also have to speed up a little because the road that we're on is pretty quick. The road that we're on is about 80 kilometers an hour. It's a pretty fast road in the county because it's like a main artery. And so that right there is how we get out of the space, basically. It's kind of a cool view. And yeah, so now we'll just cruise over to the house. And it's a bit of a haul to get it down. Today I did a workout already too. So my legs might be a little tired. Oh, look at this, perfect timing. Nobody on the road behind us. Love it. So I always just set like a little cruise control. I'll turn on my hazards. That way people know that they could go around me if need be. Yeah, we get up to about 40 kilometers an hour, somewhere around there, and then we just cruise at the speed. Also, luckily up ahead, there's a harvest host, and that harvest host has a trailer going into it, so that slowed traffic down a bit. And also, luckily, it's only a kilometer, so it's not like the longest haul ever, but it's a little bit of a haul, you know? Thank you, buddy, for slowing traffic down. You're welcome to go around me. Oh. They see it rolling, they hating, patrolling the poopy, got you riding dirty, got you riding. It's one of those things where like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. But it's fine. I'm not doing anything bad with it. I'm dumping it in the proper spot. So if anything, people should be more thankful that we're doing it this way. Because other people might be out on the property and just kind of dumping it into wherever they deem is correct. But I know for a fact that this is correct, so. All right, we've made it. So not a far drive. But here's the hard part. Now, I have to take it off the back, and luckily for me, they have like a little kind of easement or like a walkway, because there's stairs here on the side of the house, so that's a no-go. But they have this little path right here. And so I got to go down that path. So I'm going to take this guy right here, bring it down that path. I'm going to leave you there so that way I could go and lift this thing off. But this is one of the small things that makes my life harder that I have to do every so often. I don't know how full it actually was because the unit isn't actually telling me how full it is. But the thing that scares me with this is just my leg, right? I'm 9 weeks post-op from ACL surgery, so this is something that I don't look forward to doing. I'm gonna see, maybe if I turn it around, it might be better for me. Kind of let its weight take it. Before I go for it, I'm gonna move you guys to the spot where you'll be able to see me come down this pathway, and I'll knock you guys over. So here's the tricky spot. It kind of drops down gradually, but at a much faster pace at this point. So we'll put you there. But luckily, going down is much easier than having to go uphill. So I'm thankful that it's a downhill while it's full of weight. And like, the other aspect to this is sometimes I might have to do this twice, depending on how full the tanks are, because I do have 2 tanks. Hit you with the angles. So typically, like, these spots would be cut in a vlog and you'd get to see, you know, the finished cut. But since this is a 20-minute straight, no edit, you get to see the movement of the camera as well, which is kind of fun. All right. Now, before I dump that in there, I need to go get some gloves. So come with me, we'll go get some gloves. I always have a few gloves in the back of the truck, like those throwaway ones, because whenever you're dealing with this type of stuff, you don't want to keep using the same gloves over and over. It's just the bacteria and everything that is in that just doesn't seem like it would be a good idea, in my opinion. Other people might do it otherwise, but this is how I rock and roll. And another thing I did want to grab that I forgot is that container has, or that system has, like a spray nozzle. And the spray nozzle makes it to where you clean the tank. And ideally, that's what I want to do. So the second time I do this today, I will take that hose with me, and I'll take that hose with me and I'll spray it out. I'll hook a garden hose up to it, and it goes top down into the system and kind of sprays the walls and everything and makes it to where you don't have any junk left over. But this is the cool part about the septic tank that they have, is it's just a cap that you screw off. And it's kind of wild how much living organisms are at the top of the tank, like little mites and bugs and stuff like that. And there is a cap over here that technically I think I would be able to take off and drain into, but doing it that way kind of worries me. Not the best. Actually, you know what? This is probably the best view. There's the tank. Pop this guy off. Set it here. Got some water for the birds. Now you take this and you twist it. I probably put it on there kind of tight last time. Yep. You don't really want to breathe this in either, so I kind of hold my breath when I'm doing it. Are you guys ready for the pleasure? This is the gross part. All right. Now, you get the tank real close. What's wild is this doesn't smell. It like has almost no odor whatsoever, in my opinion. So what I do is I make sure the cap is over the top, so that way none of the stuff falls onto their grass or anything. Open my bleeder valve here. Let it go. That's it. That's how you get rid of your wastewater. So typically you would bring this to like a dump site that has a connector. Like if you're at an RV park, you're camping, whatever, they have like little tubes that you'd put your tube into and then you drain it like that. Really easy way to do it. But we're not on a campground, so we don't have that convenience. I would love to put in a septic. I wanted to put in a septic, but not worth our time if we're not gonna live there full time. Like with the potential of the property being sold down the road here. So that's something that we really think about, is like, we don't want to, I'll put you guys here. We don't want to like invest money that we're gonna basically just lose. So doesn't make sense for us to do that. It's always hard finding level out here. Yes. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, so like investing that capital in somewhere where we're most likely not going to be able to stay just doesn't make sense, especially because we have, where we are, we're like right on bedrock. So it'd be a mission to put a septic in there. Since I'm gonna come back, I'm just gonna put this down, secure it lightly. Not going on. Don't want to fall in there, that's for sure. Oh, Michael has this. Sometimes I have a little bit of a challenge getting it on there. There we go. Found it. I found it. Thought I did. Doesn't want to go in. Maybe that's it. Nope. Nope. All right, well, I gotta figure out the spot for this, because there you go, that's it. Secure here. You definitely go this way. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, I was just going the wrong way. Whew. My knee is kind of tired. So yeah, just investing the money would be smart, but also at the same time, it's not smart anymore if we're not able to stay there for good. And the plan was originally to be able to be on the property for good and stay there for a long time, but plans change, you know? And like, I do kind of wonder that if we did wind up putting in a bunch of money into it, would that be sellable with the property? Would we get a cut for what we put in? You know, those were all terms that we never really came to. So we don't know if we would even got our value back out of it. The other problem with going down that way, the mosquitoes are just crazy there. It's also the time of the evening where they come out like crazy. So a little bit of bit up, a little bit of everything, but really it's not that difficult of a task. It's more of a annoying process that I have to go through every time. Maybe I should put it over there, back up to it, and get the show on the road. But it's been 20 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe if you like the video, and you know, maybe share it with some friends. If you have some friends out there that like these kind of raw edits, raw vlogs, you know, I would love for you guys to send it over to them. So, see you tomorrow.